Welcome to Midwinterblot. Now, let's start with the blowing of the midwinter horn.
We are at the Yule full moon. Believe it or not, last year was offset with an extra lunar month, making this one of the latest years for the midwinter sacrifice. The winter is waning. Yule fodder will soon chase out the Yule, and the wheel has begun to turn. This may have also been the timing of the main ritual in Lera, Zealand, Denmark. Let us now appreciate the full Yule moon. This year, our lunar ritual lines up with the Celtic Breed, Brigid, Anglo-Saxon Oimek, Scottish Imbolc, Berry, the Charming of the Plough, in Norway Helhester, the Swedish Distathing Market in Uppsala was moved to this date from the third moon of the year, and all the ceremonies that became Candlemas and Kjorm's Knud in Norwegian, St. Bridget of Kildare in Ireland, and even today we still celebrate Groundhog Day, which came to us from the Pennsylvania Dutch's Mer Meltertag, Grundsaudag, Groundsaudag.
Emboldened heathendom. Heathenship is that people worship heathen gods and sun and moon, fire and flowing water, water wells and stones, and any kind of tree of the woods, and love witchcraft and wonderworks perform either by bloat or by soothsaying. That's adapted from the Dooms of King Canute, and we're at Kjorm's Knut, which is St. Canute's Day. King Canute made a set of laws forbidding paganism, and we have inverted these laws and turned them inside out to make an affirmation of what we believe. Sneaky, huh?
I ask that all Reese, thirst, and ill-tempereds white leave. You've had your fun. It is time to go now. You're not entitled to be here to bear witness to this rite. This rite is for the members of the North Alberta Kindreds, their guests, gods, heroes, and ancestors. The land veterans are welcome to stay, as this yard that we share belongs to them as well. This blessed stead, dwelling place of the gods, around the vey fire is now bore. Strings and stakes and stones be blessed. Wounding wights, evil spirits depart. Bale wights and murderous this dwelling place. Fetter of the land, sea, and sky, those who swim, crawl, and fly, those who are seen and those who escape note, please share your space with us for our bloat. To the health of the land spirits. Ancient ones, those whose bones are our bones, and whose blood sings in our veins, we welcome you, we remember you this day, as on all days. We ask that you be with us and share your wisdom and love as we gather here today. To the health of the Elfar. To the health of the Deseer. To the health of the ancestors. Jolly Yolnir, Yule Father Odin, please bless these people whom I call kin. Be with us and among us. Join us by our fire. Wassail! Yule Father Odin, Wanderer, we welcome you.
I'd like to do a reading from Heimskringla, from Hakon the Good Saga. This should be, depending on your translation, somewhere in the neighborhood of chapters 13, 14, and 15. King Haakon was a good Christian when he came to Norway, and because all the land was heathen, and there was much blood offering, and very powerful men, and because he seemed to have great need of the help and a good will of many of them, he took the advice to fare privily with Christianity. He kept Sundays and fasted on Fridays, and he made it a law that they should keep Yule at the same time as Christian men. and that every man should then hold a great feast with ale made of 1 measure of malt, and keep it holy as long as the ale lasted, or else pay a fine. Formerly, the first night of Yule was Hogmanay night, that is, midwinter night, and the Yule was held for 3 nights. I'm going to skip ahead to the next chapter here. Sigurd the Jarl of Lade was a great sacrificer, and so had been Hakon his father. Sigurd the Jarl upheld all the blood offerings for Trondlaw on the king's behalf. It was an old custom, when they made an offering for all the bonders to come to the temple and to bring their eatables, which they would need as long as the offering lasted. At that offering, all men should have ale. They also slew all kinds of cattle and horses, and the blood which flowed from them was called hlaut. The bowls which the blood stood were called hlaut bowls, and laut tiner, which were made like a sprinkler. With all this they should stain the stalls, and likewise the temple walls, inside and out, and likewise sprinkle it on all the men. The flesh was cooked as meat for the guest feast. There should be fires in the midst of the temple floor, and thereover should hang kettles, and they should carry bowls to the fire. And he who was making the offering, and was chief, should bless the bowl and all the flesh. But he should first bless Odin's bowl, which he drank for the king's victory and power, and afterwards the bowls of Njord and Frey, for good seasons and peace. It was usual to drink last the Bragi's bowl. They also drank bowls for their how-laid kinsmen, and that was called Minnie, the memory ale. Sigurd Jarl was very generous. He did work, which was much spoken of, in that he made a great feast at Lade, and alone bore the cost of it. About this, Cormac Agmundson says in Sigurd's Drapa, "No man bore cup or basket with him to the Jarl's feast. The gods betrayed Thiazi. Who would not with joy go to the blood offering? With a generous prince gave the king far for gold." You can find this in Heimskringla under Hakon the Good saga. Thank you.
So it is written, so be it. Now the words of Snorri Sturluson have been uttered in the Vey, a wealth of knowledge for mankind, of woe to those of ill-tempered kind. Hail to you who have shared them, hail to those they have shared this with.
I ask that the gods bless this drink, this libation. May it be worthy. Pass it through our ring, so that all of our vows and deeds are within this.
Oft I have earned friendship, with as little as a loaf and a full cup. I ask of you, hallow this bowl. Please bless our wassail, stir of inspiration. It is Kvasir's knowledge, the torch of Kenaz that melts the snow, to enable the flowers that make the pollen for the bees, that make the honey, that make the mead, and the fruit, that the juice in this bowl that makes me smile. I ask you that you please grace our lives with fruitfulness and fertility, and I ask that you welcome us to your field. I give you the blessing of Kvasir. May the blessings and the strength of the gods and goddesses and ancestors be upon all who partake of this mead.
If you have a gift to offer, bring it to the altar. Better to ask for too little than to offer too much. Like the gift should be the boon, better not to send than to overspend.
Yera. Feel the energy flow in your thoughts, in your words, and your heart and your deeds. Ansus, Lagus, Uru. The blessings of jolly Yule Father are upon us. I give you the blessings of the Inspirer. Receive the blessings of Yolnir.
On this year, 2026, our Midwinterblot lines up with February 2nd, which some people celebrate Charming the Plow, a blessing of tools. This here is a Sather staff I made, a distaff, and I ask that this staff be ritually cleansed and be blessed. I ask that the holder of this staff be blessed as well, as it passes through the hands of our Vitkis in our Kindred. We're going to have 3 rounds of toasting. We're going to start off with 3 rounds of toasting. The first toast is to Odin, the second toast to Njord, the third toast to Frey. This is as described in Hakon the Good Saga. Odin, I offer you this drink. I also ask that you keep our leaders in check, give wisdom where wisdom is needed, help the leader of Canada hold strong when our neighbors to the south are less than fair. Strengthen our bonds with leaders of other countries. Odin. The second bowl goes out to Njord. Njord, he who guards the coastal travel. Njord, whose feet scour the desires. I ask that you bless our land, Canada, with good trade, with new trading partners, with fair trade in the years to come. Strengthen our relationship with those off of our coast, and strengthen our friendship with those south of the United States. Njord. And lastly to Frey. When Frey's wagon came, everyone would put away their weapons and live in peace. Frey, we offer you this libation. Let us continue to enjoy peace in this land, where we know almost nothing but peace. Please keep Canada, the true north, strong and free. Hail Frere. Now we can continue on with our own personal toasts, our toast to our ancestors, our boast. The sail bowl is drunk to the health of all those it is brought to and all those who bring it. So to you, I wish to your health, and to my health as well. With sail, drink it. My grandfather's Lawrence, his birthday is later this month, in about a week. Grandpa Lawrence Schmaltzbar, I'm quite proud of him. I'll easily sing a boast in his honor. He helped form the Canadian Buffalo Association, now the Canadian Bison Association. And when the buffalo were an endangered species, he did his part to domesticate them and bring them back. So, Grandpa Lawrence, I drink to your health. He's one of my favorite of my ancestors. And how about you? Do tell. Hit pause if you need a second. If you have a braggie, share it now with us. May the Aesir and the Vanir grant you strength and courage on your way. May the nourishment of the earth be yours. May the clarity of light be yours. May the fluency of the ocean be yours. May the protection of the ancestors be yours. And so may a slow wind work these words of love around you, an invisible cloak to mind your life. Ar Zok Thrith, for good year and plenty. Hail the Aesir. Hail the Vanir. Hail the Disir. Hail the ancestors. Hail the land whites. And hail you. And thank you for listening.